Up the skull, up the skull. Coach Smith here, Detroit Play Center, man. We got a special guest on this special day. You know what I'm saying? We out here at Payton Harvey's cheer camp. Empower her?
Empower her, yes, sir.
Empower her.
Yes, sir.
Man, we got a special guest, man. Tell the people who you are, man, and how did you contribute to this wonderful event, man?
Appreciate it. My name is Brett Ebel. I'm with DO Apparel, so we're the ones that actually make all the shirts for the events. So
nice.
We were blessed to team up with Extra Point Solutions and a couple of the other sponsors here and team up with Payton Harvey and create the shirts for the camp.
Now, you told me, off camera, man, that this is what, your second time in this facility, man. What do you think about it?
It's honestly a very, very nice facility. This is probably one of the top ones I've been to. It's a great space for the kids to host camps and stuff like that, and it's just a nice spot for the community too as well.
Nice, man. Nice, man. Yeah, man. It's all like every time I meet you, man, you have the same energy, man. And I do appreciate that of you, man. And I will say this, off camera, I said, yeah, this is your initiation part of the group. You know what I'm saying? We don't invite many people a part of this group, man. But so I know that I have worked with you side by side. Boy, was a third camp?
Yeah,
third camp, man.
I believe so, yeah.
Man. And like I said, same energy, man. And you do great work, man.
I appreciate
great work.
that.
And I know some organizations, and I know some of our clients definitely may need your services. So I would definitely like to extend, this invitation to join National Youth Sports Group to help organizations and student athletes, become better brand of themselves.
Yeah, for sure,
yeah,
absolutely.
Man. See, there it is. It's official now. So you can't go nowhere now, bro. But yeah, just talk a little bit about your background, man, and how you got involved with getting in with camps with Extra Point Solution and Payton Harvey and with all the other organizations with the camps you have done so far.
Yeah, for sure. So, like I said, I played youth sports when I was younger, just like a lot of us, So I was big into, basketball, baseball, football, hockey. I'm a big bowler too. I don't think you knew that. I'm a big time bowler.
There's a lot of good scholarships in bowling too, by the way.
Yeah,
but go ahead, bro.
Hey,
I didn't know that. We gotta talk. Yeah, go ahead.
I bowled in high school and I bowled in college on a scholarship.
Nice.
So I know that's something I had never mentioned, but I was big in there too. So I went to Madonna University on a bowling scholarship. So I went there. I majored in sports management. So my dream job was to be a sports analyst, sports journalist.
Yeah.
And I actually graduated during COVID. So, that's when things were kind of going downhill a little bit. And a lot of places were closing down. So it was hard to find a job. So I actually linked up with DO Apparel. So the company I'm with right now, we're right in Livonia. So we're a big-time apparel company that we do all of the youth sports and big-time camps and tournaments and stuff. So that's kind of our bread and butter. So I hopped on there just thinking it would be like, hey, I'm going to be here for a couple months type thing, just to make a little bit of money, get some experience, and then kind of, move on somewhere else. But it's just something about DO Apparel that it's a very great family atmosphere, family business, and we do a lot of great work for the community and a lot of the youth sports and stuff. And I started there, and I kind of just worked my way up the ladder, and now it's been 3.5 years now, and I still love it every single day. So it's cool because it doesn't make it feel like work. You feel me? Like you go there every day thinking like, I like what I do, I love my job, and I love that we can come out here like a day like today and help give back to the community and, being with Payton Harvey for a cheer camp. So.
Hey, man, there you have it, man. Hey, that guy Nick, man, is something else, man. So how'd you meet Nick, man?
All right, so me and Nick go back a couple years now. So we actually met at the Donovan Edwards Youth Football Camp a couple years ago. So we were blessed to team up with Donovan Edwards and his team and do the camp shirts for 3 straight years now. So we met him 2 years ago, and we ended up linking up from there. And, Nick's got a lot of great connections with everybody. So he was fortunate enough to hook us up with some of these people, especially Payton Harvey. So we've been blessed to team up with him and his company, Extra Point Solutions. And so with him and DO Apparel, we become a kind of a good 1-2 punch out there.
Yeah, man. Like I said, it goes hand in hand, man.
Definitely.
Hey, y'all, like I said, y'all do great work, man. I know I'm for sure going to get my hats done. For sure, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I know we, short on time, but we're going to definitely have a part 2 of this. I know you said, you're the owner of DO Apparel definitely was like, yeah, we gotta get y'all out there to the shop. So
absolutely,
we're definitely gonna set that up, man. Y'all definitely gonna get the inside of what they do and how they operate and move, and to look at the quality of work that they do, and maybe y'all too can be a part of DO Apparel. with family. So, but yeah, man, it's good to have you on the show, Brett.
I appreciate
We're going to
you.
have a part 2 for sure, man.
Absolutely.
I know. Be careful on the road. I know you're going to your family vacation, man.
I am.
And look at that. That's dedication, man. You out here doing stuff in the community. You're making sure that you know representing your brand and all the stuff that you do as an entrepreneur, man.
Absolutely.
Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep bridging gaps, and we're going to talk about this bowling, man, because I'm pretty sure there's some kids out there who's like, man, bowling scholarships. Trust me, it's a lot of bowling scholarships
There's a lot
out
of
there,
scholarships
man.
out there. So
But yeah, man, let's do it. We have a bowling tournament coming soon. You never know.
Absolutely, bro. I'm gonna look forward to that for sure.
Let's do it, bro, man. Up the skull. My guy. Up the skull. I ain't even gonna do no introduction with you, 'cause everybody know who you are, man. Let's just jump right into it, man. How you feeling today, boss?
Man, I'm feeling great. This is everything came together, man. We got a great team. Up the score here. New DJ here. Payton brought her team, a great team of coaches, college cheerleaders all over. Food's on the way from Buffalo Wild Wings.
B-dubs.
Yeah, we got B-dubs coming, man. Yeah, I couldn't be happier though. I'm loving it, man.
That's what's up, man. I love seeing you smile, man. I love working with you, bro. I love when we work together. We all for the right reasons, my man. And it's a beautiful turnout. I will say that. It's a beautiful turnout. The color scheme is nice.
I appreciate that.
The AC is blooming. We got B-dubs on the way. You know what I'm saying? It's a championship atmosphere, man.
Trying.
Listen, man. You look like you're tired, man.
Man, I've been here since 8 a.m. sweating my butt off. You know, I'm a big body. Once I start sweating, I don't
He
stop.
said you're a big body, man. So let's talk about, I know exactly what we're going to talk about, man. Let's talk about a little about Extra Point Solutions, man, and talk about Payton Harvey and what she did and how she brought a different energy to your roster, man.
Yeah, so Extra Point Solutions, we started almost 2 years ago now, and we started to represent college athletes specifically, doing NIL stuff. And then we dipped our toes into the camp field, and we represent athletes all over the country, all different sports. We got soccer players, football players, basketball players, and the sport a lot of people forget about is cheerleading. And I think there's a lot of other companies out there who are doing what I'm doing NIL-wise and doing what I'm doing, getting involved with athletes, but there's not many people who are looking out for these cheerleaders. And I think that's a big piece of this NIL industry that people are missing, right? If you're a business that's opening, you got a new business opening and you want some NIL stuff on there, you want athletes to come in to promote your business through NIL, what better to bring some cheerleaders with a big-time football player or a big-time basketball player? And, here, I can't speak for all over the country, but here in Michigan, Metro Detroit specifically, the cheer world's underrepresented. There's not many cheer camps out there, not many, people out here doing what Payton Harvey's doing. So we jumped in and just trying to make the biggest difference that we can. We were blessed with this opportunity from Semquick and United Way to run this camp free of charge for all these girls. It's a 2-day camp, Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
We're feeding them both days. They all got T-shirts. They're getting cheer bows. We got limited sizing, but we got cheer shoes for some of them. We got a bunch of giveaways tomorrow, custom hoodies and stuff.
Nice.
They're all getting some custom Payton Harvey sunglasses.
Hey, I need some of them
I got you.
I need some of them.
Tomorrow we got backpacks, sunglasses, water bottles that they're all getting.
That's sweet,
And then
man.
we're giving away over $2,000 in scholarships tomorrow too.
Ooh, you said how much?
Over $2,000 in scholarships.
That's sweet, man. That's sweet, bro. Not many camps doing that, man. I know camps are doing, giving away some apparel, some shoes, and shoulder pads and stuff like that. But some scholarships, that definitely goes a long way, man. That definitely goes a long way. And you failed to mention, man, you got some national champions in the building, bro.
We do.
They get instructed by the best in the nation.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
she's got 6 or 7 girls from the University of Michigan, her old
Okay.
teammates. And,
Nice.
we got a girl from Grand Valley here.
Okay.
Girls from all over the cheer world.
Hey.
A couple girls from West Bloomfield High School popped out. But really coaches from all over, all different backgrounds.
Nice. So I know we talked about cheerleaders don't get the spotlight and everything. I know we talked also off camera about this and stuff but what about the fourth down quarterbacks, bro?
You know, hey.
What about them fourth down quarterbacks,
I'm Odell
man?
Kickham. You know I'm gonna represent my fourth down quarterbacks,
Come on, man. Talk about it, bro.
I think kickers and punters are special people. You know, we're weirdos, if I'm being honest. We're all weirdos. We're unique. Kicking and punting is a lonely trade. You know, I'm done now, but when I was kicking and punting, I would work my butt off every day on my own. You know, I would kick for 20, 30 minutes with the team and then go over on the practice field and kick for another hour to 2 hours by myself.
Nice.
You know, we had to learn ways to have fun with it, to enjoy kicking ourselves and get better on our own because, you know, people aren't there to watch. Just, you know, every time a quarterback steps out there to throw passes, he's got receivers and he's got coaches watching him and all this stuff. As kickers, we're on our own until we're called upon on fourth down, and then we're expected to do our job, right?
And then they get mad at you when the wind blows a little hard. It happens.
Hey, you know, I wasn't one to miss, so they didn't get mad at me too much, you know?
Call him Mr. Don't Miss. That's what's up, bro. But, yeah, man, I know we're going to be partnering on some things, man. I know we got to talk definitely after this beautiful, wonderful storm, we're going to call it, you know what I'm saying? After the storm calms down, you know, with this camp season going on, we're definitely going to tap in with the gaming world, man.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
And for those weirdos, we got you, man. So, you know, you want to talk about it, I want to talk about it, man. What you want to do?
I'll tap in.
We'll talk about it. Well, OD Gaming, man, we're gonna go ahead and launch another avenue for y'all weirdos out there, for y'all specialists out there. So kickers, punters, you know what I'm saying, the water boys, the trainers, you know what I'm saying, the athletic trainers. We're gonna have an esports league for y'all, man. You know what I'm saying, where y'all gonna be able to showcase y'all's talent, you know what I'm saying, in college football, Madden, Fortnite, what we got, Smash Bros, Mario Kart, man, whatever, man, but you get a chance to be a weirdo for real, man. So, but yeah, just talk about that little avenue where they can use that creative space to be themselves, man.
Yeah, and I think that's, you know, the biggest thing in this world of content, today's day and age of content, right? NIL, 80-90% of it is all about social media advertisements, right? And, you know, anybody can go out on their Instagram and post an ad or say go buy this or this.
Definitely.
But we as consumers love authentic, genuine content. And, you know, for people who want to get out there and be genuine and want to get out there and be themselves and create content while they do it, you know, that creates a special place. And, you know, there's a lot of businesses out there who are willing to put some dollars towards that. And, you know, there's a lot of people like us out there who, you know, our business revolves around people creating authentic content for us, right?
We just looking to bridge those gaps, man, but you got to be polished, man. You know, you ain't going to be all the way polished, but you got to come correct, come right, man. Just be realistic what we trying to do, man. Because we ain't here to play, you know what I'm saying? We ain't here to lie. We're here to be truthful, be very transparent with you and your families, you know, because it's a serious business out here. We don't want you to be used in any way, shape, or form. You know, so that's my biggest thing is protecting these families, man, protecting these kids, these babies, man, because there's a lot of people out there that's utilizing these kids for the wrong reasons. And I know, I can speak for myself, I know you're not part of that community and that population. I know I'm not, and what we're doing, you know, and others in our network. So we definitely want to continue to protect these babies out here, man. For
sure, and that's actually really what encouraged me to start this, get into this field. You know, I was talking to a lot of my buddies, former teammates who were still playing college football once I stopped playing, and you know, I was asking them, what are you doing NIL-wise now, and what are you doing this? And most of them were, you know, NFL draft prospects, and they looked at me and they said, Nick, I'm not doing anything NIL-wise. And it threw me for a loop. I'm like, you know,
wow.
why would you not go earn NIL dollars? It's the first year you're able to do it, why wouldn't you? And they were like, you know, Nick, I feel like all these agents who want to represent me out here, they just want their hands on me for my NFL contract. They don't want to do marketing for me. They want to lock me into this contract and, you know, stay locked in with me so they get a piece of my NFL contract. So
yeah, man,
that's when I stepped in. I designed the most athlete-friendly contract out there. You know, my athletes can work with other people, other agencies. They can work by themselves. I only take a percentage of the things that me and my team bring in for them.
Yeah.
You know, they can get out of my contract at any point for any reason, no explanation needed. It's really the most athlete-friendly contract out there.
I love it.
So, yeah, I think that's a big thing. You know, there's a lot of people out there right now throwing a bag at these athletes saying, you know, here's tens of thousands of dollars, sign this with us.
But not reading. They're not
Little
reading,
do they know
man.
that this company now owns them for the entire of their college career. Not only that, but they generally had to pay them back more than what they got, you know. So there's I've seen some crazy contracts as of lately. I've had organizations reach out and ask athletes to sign contracts with them for 2 years, where they own them for 2 years free of charge. Like, you know, there's some organizations doing some crazy things out there right now.
That's insane, man. Like that's unfair to what you know. Not just like people like I said worked hard for to make sure these athletes are good, but also the whole culture of that, you know, because it's pretty sweet, you know. Think about it. I was playing the other day with kids that I know, you know what I'm saying, that I watched develop. You know what I'm saying? I'm playing with Shamar J. Morgan. I'm playing with Donovan Edwards. I'm playing with, you know what I'm saying, with Alex. You know what I'm saying? So it's they deserve people in their corner that respect their name, their image, and their likeness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not just what they do, you know, on and off the field, but they really got to respect who they are as a person, as a brand, man.
Yeah, and I think just, you know, from an organization side, just doing things the right way, doing things that are in the athlete's best interest. Here at Extra Point Solutions, we do everything the athlete's way, right? So this is Payton Harvey's camp, and we obviously, you know, we're the company, you know, presenting this camp with her, but everything here that you see was because Payton Harvey wanted it done. Right?
Yeah.
Payton picked these colors. Payton picked this logo. Payton picked the name of the camp.
The athlete's way.
Payton picked the schedule of the camp. Obviously, we were there to help her through every step of the way, but we did everything Payton's way. And I think there's a lot of organizations that are missing that point. They want to take an athlete and do things their way, but with this athlete's name, image, and likeness. And I just think that's wrong. There's no reason we shouldn't be able to do things the athlete's way.
Hey, that's wrong, man. This is like, what, part 8 of this conversation, bro? But listen, man, we can go deeper and deeper in this conversation. Actually, I love it, man. That's why we're here. It's what we do what we do, to just inform families, you know, mom and dads and guardians about, you know, about like those type of people out here in those organizations, you know, because it's so easy to get caught up. You know, you see these big dollars, you know what I'm saying? Like myself, I don't see, you know, big dollars like that, you know, but like, yo, heck yeah, I'm going to jump on that. Wait a minute, let me read this fine print. Also, you're going to take, you know, all my creativity, and I can't, nah, I'm cool, man. I worked hard for that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's my name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I came out of my mom and my dad. You feel me? Like,
It's crazy now. You got to fight for your own.
You got to fight for your stuff, but it's good that you have people in your corner, you know. And that's one thing I do tell my clients all the time, man. Make sure you're around and surround your people with solid of interest, you know.
There are good people out there doing
There are
this,
good people
right?
out
and there's
there.
There's
You know
a
what I'm
very,
saying?
very negative stigma around the world of agents, around athlete representation.
Yeah.
And, you know, I used to think, I've realized since I've gotten into the field that there's a reason that there's a negative stigma. There's a lot of people in this industry that aren't in it for the right reasons. But they're, you know, keep faith, and and I'm not just speaking of myself. There's a lot of people out there doing what I do who are good people and doing things with the right reasons. And just find them. And, you know, if you can't find them, reach out to us.
Holla at us, man.
We'll help you
We're
find
not
them.
gatekeepers, man.
Whether it's through myself, Steph, or we got to find another organization for you. We're going to make sure you find some good people.
Listen, we're gonna link you with the right people.
Everyone needs people in your corner. Look, I got people in my corner here. We got all types of people in our corner here.
So, man,
we all need a team behind us.
Definitely, man. So, anything else you want to shout out to anybody, man?
Last thing I want to touch on is Payton Harvey, man. Payton Harvey. Payton Harvey. She was like it was inspiring to see how she planned this. A lot of people don't know what went on behind the scenes. First off, there's tons of trials and tribulations over the last 2 weeks specifically. And Payton, you know, maintained faith throughout this whole thing that we were going to run this camp. We were going to continue to run this camp free of charge for these girls. You know, there's most people out here running camps are, whether they're charging kids $300 or $30, they're charging for camps. And that was Payton's number one thing, is I want to give these girls a free camp to come to, and not just any free camp where we throw them a T-shirt, give them 3 hours of training and get them out of here. We want to give them a full experience, right?
Full experience.
And she stuck to that plan the whole way. You know, there was tons of trials and tribulations. Another thing people don't realize is Payton's been in South Africa for the last 2 months. She got back 2 days ago.
I seen that. I was like, she gonna be back in time? I said, I'll see you at the kitchen. Glad to see you. Hope to see you. You know what I'm saying?
So
I was like, you gonna be back?
She was staying up till 2 in the morning to get on calls with me. I was waking up at 6 a.m. to get on calls with her. And, you know, working with each other's different time zones. And then she showed up 2 days ago, and for the last 48 hours, I think we probably slept 3 or 4 hours.
That's what I said, bro. I said, like, man, you look tired, boss.
I was nervous. I was ready to take a lot on my back, and I still did. But Payton came in the second she got off the plane, like, Nick, what we need. And she was over to my house till the morning, till 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, the last 2 nights, and just working, grinding, man. She got off that plane and got straight to the grind. So I really appreciate Payton. I appreciate her trusting me and my team. You know, it's just inspiring to work with someone like Payton, man. I really appreciate Payton.
I love him, man. You actually did what you're supposed to do, man. You went, that was extra. You gave a lot of great points, and you gave all the solutions in the world to get it done, man. And that's extra point solutions for you right there.
Hey,
the athlete's way.
I really like how throughout the podcast, you brought the score up.
You sound like Steph over there now.
Brought the score up throughout the podcast to up the score in the end.
So we upped it up, and we're going to keep continuing to up the score. And we out here in Same Play, Detroit Play
Appreciate
Center,
you, man.
And we out, man.
Appreciate CJ, too. Shout out CJ.
On the board productions in the scene, baby. Let's go. Let's go up the skull. Coach Smith here, man. Introduce yourself to the people, brother.
My name's Ari. I'm a student at Westwood High School. Currently, I'm the district photographer and covering everything from events at our school, theater, and sports is my primary thing.
Okay, so you a district photographer.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 17 currently.
17 as a district photographer. What is that like on day in, day out to be around athletes all the time, to do what you love to do? How does that feel, man?
From someone who never watched sports as a kid and then being involved in sports, it's a different mindset.
Oh yeah.
And to be around the top athletes in our state and around the country, it's cool to be around it. And also I can add my goal is to tell the story of those athletes, not only on the field, but off the field. So whether that means going to their house and doing a portrait session with them and their family, or going on the field and doing the normal action photos.
Listen, and I tell kids that all the time, listen, you don't have to be an athlete to be around athletics, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you picked a great path, truthfully, what you on and everything, that was my plan C, man.
Yeah.
Think about it. I was an athlete. People, we don't, athletes, we don't think about that until someone like you come like, hey man, why don't you pick up a camera, man? You can still be involved with it, So that's good, man. So what's some of your favorite shots you ever shot?
I think my favorite photos I've ever taken were definitely of our girls basketball team this year.
Okay.
We fortunately won state finals, which is super cool. That's as far as West Bloomfield stuff goes. I covered a lot of theater this year. That was super cool. And then outside of that, I do a lot of stuff with Valley Sports.
Okay.
And covering the state finals for football this year was a lot of fun.
I bet that was fun, man. So your resume is huge for 17. So what do you like doing for fun? What is your hobby? What do you like doing, man? Outside of picking the camera up, editing, or helping someone with their production, man, what do you like to do for fun?
Honestly, it takes in my whole life, whether I'm just, if I'm going out with friends for a night, I'll drop my camera, but other than that...
No, you're not. You're picking the phone up, taking it with the iPhone.
Yeah. My camera's always in my hand, and it consumed my life, but it's also allowed me to be in super cool places like this.
Nice.
And work with cool organizations that I can give back to community that's helped me, and it's cool to work in those places.
Nice, man. Yeah, like we talked right before we started recording, man. You do some stuff within esports, man, kind of sort of, with the streaming and the casting and stuff like that. Talk a little about that and that field in the esports department you do.
Yeah, so aside from esports, mainly I do multicam broadcasting, and that's led itself in a little bit into esports. I have many people just messaging me saying, hey, can you spec out a system for us?
Yeah.
And get us the best quality we can get it under this budget. I'm like, absolutely, and I'll put together a list, and
Hey, listen, you said my favorite words, budget.
Yeah.
You said, hey, for that budget, I can get you together. That's what I said. Don't work for free, bro. Don't work for free.
Yeah, no. So people will give me a budget. They'll tell me 10 grand. They want a whole setup. I'm like, all right, sweet. I have a spreadsheet. I put it out, and
did y'all hear that? How old are you again?
I'm 17.
And you did not play a lick of sports?
I was a swimmer for a little bit. And
that's a sport. You're an athlete. So he was a swimmer, turned into the greatest production engineer. What would be your title? What is your title, man?
On the side, first and foremost, I'm a
All right, we on 4 sides now, bro. You're on the side of the side. You got... back. So we was discussing, you know, before the bike tried to take a left jab at you, bro. What would be your title, man?
I think like audio video technician. I mean, I kind of cover everything, right?
Okay.
From video to the audio side of stuff, and then on top of that, I do all the visual. So, a visual specialist. I don't know. I do a lot. It's an umbrella of stuff I do, and
Okay.
I don't really have a name for it.
Oh, well, the man, the GOAT. That's what we're gonna call it, bro. So we're gonna call it, man. So your build outs, you said the number, we gotta stick with it. Is at 10, so don't become nothing less, all right? 10 or better, man, we're gonna get you right. But yeah, that's good, man. So what you looking forward to for this upcoming season for West Bloomfield?
I think
Well, which sport are you looking for most coming to this season?
I think football is my number one.
Football?
It's what I started on.
Okay.
It's like I have the most enjoyment. I watched as a kid, and going into it, I just know the sport.
Okay.
And being on the sidelines, it's like a jolt of excitement.
Okay, that's fire.
Yeah, but I think football's the most exciting. And
So they going state? West B going state?
if they're watching, yes.
If they watch it, they watch, buddy. Hey, listen,
Well,
we up to skull right here. Everybody watch, brother. So be careful with your words, man. They
Hopefully,
going state?
yes. I'm praying for it.
Oh, there we go. I like that. We're praying for it. Definitely. I love it, man. We'll continue to pray for it, man, because we're definitely going to be covering West B this year. So stay tuned to our listeners, our viewers and stuff. You got anybody want to shout out? Where can they follow you? Where can they see your pictures and your videos and stuff at, man? You walk around with that AK-47 on your hip.
Everything's on Ari Saperstein Studios on Instagram. I can give it to you guys so you can put it.
All right, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, appreciate you tapping in with us, man. Keep doing good work. Out West being for the district. Remember, guys, you ain't got to be the greatest on the field, be greatest in life. So make sure we keep up in the scope. Oh, DJ over here going crazy today, but anyways, we out, bro. Up the scope.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Up the Score podcast. We're here with Daryl Bingham and Steph, the man.
Oh, up the score, man. It's been a fun, field-packed day, man. It's good to have Mr. Bing on the show once again, man. It's been a fun-fulfilled day, man. It's a very empowering, inspiring day, man. Let's talk about it, man.
Hey, anytime I can share space with you guys, it lights up my life. So I'm just having a very fantastic day today.
Hey, listen, man. We're gonna get a custom Up the Score NYZ cane for you, man, with West B logo on it. How about that?
Hey, it happens.
I'm gonna get you one, but we're gonna wait till about 10 years, 10, 20 years down the road. We ain't gonna get to you now, though.
10, 20 years down the road. You want to wait until my vocabulary changes from being all, expansive and proficient to being grumpy and old then.
Well,
we get short as we get older.
listen, listen. I could up the score on that, but we're gonna let that be, man. Let's talk about today, man, and your involvement in this beautiful space of Detroit Play Center, man. Let's talk about this drone program, man, and the success that you have had this past year with this drone with these kids, man, and what you teach these babies.
It's a passion of love. I always say that part of the reason why I'm so passionate about children is because children saved my life. They showed me that, work should be about inspiring and helping others and not about just helping yourself. So I am very fortunate. I am a servant to children. I will always be there for them, and I will always look out for them and be an advocate for them. I view them, they are my client, so I represent them, and they're my work product. They're what I'm judged by. So it's important to me that they have the best opportunities and outcomes available to them. But our drone program this year has been extremely successful. We operated throughout the academic school year in approximately 12 schools. We did about 3 different community centers. We had our Drone Skills Challenge on June 1st. That went extremely well. Had a young man who won the basic course, the basic course 2, and the intermediate course. And what that meant is that young man won 3 drones valued at over $600 a piece, and he won $750 cash for winning.
Wow.
Now, let me give you the topper to that. This young man was functionally autistic. Did extremely well, and it
Wow.
just shows you, you never count anyone out. I think his blessing was his autism because it allowed him to really focus in on the races and the difficulty of the courses that he had
Dang,
to run.
man, that's inspiring, man.
He is really a testimony that you never count anyone out.
You can't count nobody. That's very inspiring, man. That's empowering. That's what we're here for today, man.
All day.
That's not, so with these competitions you do, like we see on like ESPN, is it like the type of competitions that we see, or or are you leading or building up to that?
We're leading and building up to that. What happens with us is for most of our young people, our drone work is related to how they use drones in a workforce development scenario.
Okay.
So we kind of trick them into learning work skills, and they view it as they're having fun. So
As you should.
Even all of the flying techniques and skills directly relate to how they use the drone for cinematic purposes, how they use it for maybe search and rescue. There is a search and rescue competition. So when we're talking about emergency preparedness, they have those skills that they're developed with, as well as how you use it in different areas like construction, insurance claims, and the plethora of fields that we cover in our drone program.
And that's very big in real estate too. With the last 5 years, a lot of real estate companies be using the drones to show off their houses and stuff like that. They fly them through their houses. It's good, different. It's great content.
It's huge. It's huge. It's how you tell the story.
Definitely.
And one of the things that the kids are picking up is, how you evoke emotion out of a person through the story that you tell, through the lens that you use to capture those images, is very powerful.
I like
it is more than them just shooting like when they go out there and they shoot a TikTok video
Yeah.
with their phones. They begin to really understand, I have an opportunity here to really influence and to change
Yeah.
the view of people, the mind of people, and to get them to see the world through my eyes.
Yeah, so nice. So with that being said, with the competitions and stuff like that, is there a certification that these kids receive?
Yes, the first certificate that they actually work for is their trust certificate, which allows them, it's a safety certificate which allows them to fly recreationally. If the children want to and they're of age, we will cover the cost for them to be trained for their FAA 107 pilot's license, and we'll pay for the exam itself.
Wow.
There's some qualifications that they have to meet, such as residency, things of that nature. But for the most part, even our kids who are not residents, where they're able to access workforce development dollars, we cover those costs for them so that they're not eliminated from the opportunities. In addition to that, to whatever extent the kids want to go, we teach the kids, how to manage the business enterprises that they're setting up, not just managing them, but actually teaching them how to set them up. In a previous life, that was one of the areas that I worked in. Is I was an investment and financial advisor for 26 years. So I work with the kids to help them understand. It's like, okay, now that you have the skill, let's teach you the business side of what you're doing,
Nice.
so that you know how to really be impactful in yourself.
Nice. I don't think we said it on. And what's the name of your program?
The Drone Apprenticeship Program. It is powered by Immersed Cognitive Educational Solutions.
Nice. So with the drones, they be able to get the certification. So you're teaching them how to fish. Then they say, they also telling their friends, hey, you can learn this new skill and trade, you know what I'm saying, to get some dollars, because it's not just flying a drone just to get content for music videos and stuff. He said construction, real estate, rescue, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So it's not just, yes, it's good for, shooting athletes and music videos and stuff, but also you need it to rescue. So think about the drones going in and fire the people that, out in the West Coast with the forest fires and stuff, like.
Or even here locally.
Here locally, yeah.
Yeah, when we had the building down in the Eastern Market where the infrastructure of the building was crumbling, the first thing that they did is they sent the drone in to do the inspection, because they didn't want to send human life in there and expose human life to the risk of being in a environment where they can lose their lives. So it is a very valuable tool. It is a tool that's going to be here from now until we leave this earth. So
Definitely.
The fact that we can get the kids exposed to it, make sure they're not afraid of the technology, and more importantly, it's an industry that is not dominated right now by any particular group of people.
Right.
So when you sit back and you talk about the urban child who typically is eliminated from opportunities like this, we're able to remove the barriers that they run into, which is, I don't have access to the training. I don't have the money for the cost of equipment. Or if I have the equipment, I can't afford to repair it if I need to. Or more importantly, it's technology. So the technology changes so rapidly that they can't afford to buy the current equipment that keeps them, relevant in the marketplace out there. And we're doing that for them.
Nice. Hey, there's no excuses. As you said, there's no excuses, no limitations on this program, on your life goals and skills. So there should be no excuses to reach your goals in life. And if you want to learn something new, all you got to do is open your mouth. Closed mouths don't get fed. There's a lot of programs for your babies out here to get involved in. And like I said, we do the media program, the esports, drone, you got graphics. You got so many different things that these babies can attach to and grow.
And the great thing, Steph, is what the kids begin to realize is all of the disciplines are cross-integrated.
Yeah.
So you can take information that you learn from dealing with drones and you can apply it in graphics. You can apply it in, dealing with podcasting and everything else. All of it is cross-integrated.
Yeah.
And they begin to realize that you can't learn in a vacuum. You can't learn compartmentalized knowledge.
Right.
You have to basically be able to take information that you learn in one area and apply it across all the other areas. One of the greatest things I do want to talk about that we did this year, we started our seniors class this year.
Okay.
With a partnership with Equity Alliance of Detroit, which is a community center on the west side of Detroit over on Warren and Livernois. And it's ran by Miss Deanna Stewart, who actually she's a classmate of mine from high school. And she's doing a wonderful job over there. But what we did is we took some of our young people. I have a 10-year-old and 11-year-old teaching 65, 70, 80-year-old people how to fly drones. And they love it because the connection that they have, it's the first time that they feel connected to someone who is the age of their grandchild.
And that don't come around.
That does not come around to visit them. But they have this kid who basically they wind up adopting them as their grandchild.
That's love.
Because of the concern and the love that they have. And the funny part is, I've never seen a 10 or 11-year-old so patient.
It teach them a different skill.
They have the patience of Joe working with senior citizens. It's a great situation over there.
Definitely, man. Well, I can't end this conversation without getting your opinion, man. What's Westby looking like this year in football, man?
Westby is an organization that right now our future is in our hands. We've got some great talent over there, but Michigan is a talented football state.
Yeah.
Right now, what we're looking at is, can we pull together to sacrifice for each other so that we can get back down to what I prefer to call our home field, Ford Field. That field on Orchard Lake is our practice field.
Yeah.
But I prefer to call Ford Field our home field.
Hey, listen, that's a basic equation for brotherhood, period. You know what I'm saying? We got to fight for each other. Like our championship is like we hold it.
Yes.
It's
yes.
Ain't no all the outside noise. That's been done.
You got to cut it out.
You got to cut. That's been done. This is about us now.
It's not about the individual.
It's about us.
And that's why I love it. The only sport that mimics the lessons that a young person can learn from being from having military service is football.
Yeah.
Because it is a sport that teaches you right off the bat. No one person is larger than the other.
Nope.
And you have to be willing to sacrifice yourself, your personal interests and your goals for someone else in order to achieve the bigger goal. So that's why I love the game so much, because it teaches a life lesson that most of the kids that I come in contact with, they can carry the rest of their lives.
Listen, man, you are a blessing to this community.
Thank you. Thank you.
To your peers, as you said, you're bringing you're
to the senior citizens. You mean?
You see what I'm saying? I didn't say that. You did.
Okay.
So you bridging that gap from one generation to the next, and you also open up the narrative for allowing them to accept. You know what I'm saying? Learning, because a lot of your peers, I ain't gonna say who, don't like accepting, what us young folks got to say sometimes. Y'all respect it, but at the same time, it's like, boy, you don't know what you're talking about. Keep going.
Yeah.
But now, if you teach them something that we all can learn together, like this new piece of equipment, like there's no age gap in that. Like, it's just learn together. Let's figure this out together.
So, a lot of times you guys take the time to provide a platform for us to promote and to talk about what we're doing. I want to take these few seconds to talk about you guys. Corey, CJ, who's behind the scenes doing a lot of the production work. Steph, who's here doing the interviewing work. I'm so thankful that you guys have created these opportunities for us because they didn't exist.
Right.
And one of the things that I began to realize is, as much as I can learn from people who were older than me and people who are my age, I probably learn more from people who are younger than me.
Definitely.
Because you don't understand fear yet. You haven't bumped into a wall hard enough yet to sit back and say that you can't do.
Yeah.
So you figure it out, whether it's going around, going over, going under, or going through to get to what you want. You all have a goal, you're set, you're focused, and you get there. And I'm so thankful to just be in your presence.
I appreciate
and to have
that.
you all to call you as my professional peers, to call you as my friend. It means the world to me.
I appreciate
so thank you.
that.
I appreciate you guys.
I appreciate that. Definitely, Mr. Bean. Hey, man, definitely a, father, uncle, mentor figure towards me. You know what I'm saying? But how you navigate and move and make sure these babies are taken care of. You know what I'm saying? You had your time. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I'm ready to sit down and retire, put my feet up, who's going to take care of me? And so you prepping that generation to you making sure that you're secure. You know what I'm saying? You making sure that I'm going to be good. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I'm grateful and thankful for, man. But yeah, man, it's been a great, wonderful, inspiring, empowering day here on the east side of Detroit.
Yes. Shout out to Payton Harvey for all she's doing through her empowerment camp. I'm so thankful to be affiliated with it. Shout out to Extra Point Solutions.
Yes.
Shout out to Up the Score. Shout out to Detroit Pal. Shout out to United Way.
Yes.
Shout out to the funders of the program here.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out to Say Play.
Yeah.
And more importantly, shout out to the kids who actually thought enough to come out and participate and appreciate the opportunity to learn what it is to empower themselves for the rest of their lives.
Hey, listen, that's the best way to end a wonderful episode. I can't even up it no more today, man. I'm ready to go eat this B-dubs, man. I'm ready to go home, enjoy my family, man. But you enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Appreciate you, baby. Definitely
enjoy the rest of your weekend. Until next time, my brother.
I'm good.
Hey, listen. Until next time, my brother.
Okay.
Up the score.
Up the score.